Assalamu alaikum Guardians, that Arab guys back here with another Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to go over whether the Haunted Earth was worth it or not. In my short opinion, no, and I'll explain why. First of all, the Haunted Earth, I'm comparing it to my Nameless Midnight because to me, the Nameless Midnight so far is the greatest scout rifle I've ever played, with its explosive rounds and such. Now the Haunted Earth has less stability, less handling, less reload speed, and basically less everything, except for range and impact. Now that impact is pretty powerful, to be honest. It can one-shot enemies, dealing 200 damage, while the Nameless Midnight does about 163, including explosive rounds. But the rate of fire and recoil of the Haunted Earth really hurts me. It bugs me out a lot. I couldn't get a hang of it. The control of it was bugging me out, and I just couldn't. And you can obviously tell that it's not really made for ad control. It's not really made for PvE as much. Like, you can probably use it against Callus, but there are a lot better weapons to use against the raid boss or against strike bosses in general. So I would suggest maybe not using this whatsoever. Its high impact does help you out a lot in many scenarios, but in most cases you're probably not going to want to use it because there are other options, just like the Nameless Midnight, where it's high rate of fire, even though it has less impact, but the rate of fire makes up for it, and also the explosive rounds. Its explosive rounds are very, very useful, especially dealing with a large number of ads, and its magazine size also helps. And now yes, the Haunted Earth might have more impact, more damage, but the rate of fire and recoil don't really help it out. I even went as far as to change the mods on my gauntlets and my cloak to reduce the recoil on my kinetic weapon, which in this case obviously is my Haunted Earth. It changed nothing. I didn't like it whatsoever. Like, it's terrible. The recoil on the weapon is terrible to the point where 2 mods wouldn't change it. And if there are changes, it's barely visible. It's minimal, and I simply don't like it. I really wish the Dead Orbit Scout Rifle was a lot better. Maybe something like Nameless Midnight. They honestly should have put like a special Dead Orbit perk, for example, that might have made it OP, might have made it not even OP, but even usable. But I haven't seen it so far, and it really hurt me, especially since the Dead Orbit gear and shaders aren't really doing it for me, and even though I've been Dead Orbit since year 1 of Destiny. So I don't know, it might be time to switch over, even though I really don't. But anyway, that's my rant about the Haunted Earth, fellow Guardians. Take care, and Assalamu alaikum.